Okay, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. And testing. Testing 1 2. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be playing the somewhat infamous so far, as of doing this stream, Contra Rogue Corps. This is a new Contra game, or new-ish. It came out sometime in 2019. It was 2019, right, guys? What's the back of the box say? I don't know, because there's way too much junk stuff on the back of the box. Yeah, it says 2019. Yeah, not a particularly well-received game. When I saw the trailer for this game, I wasn't really sure what to think. At first, I was like, oh, that doesn't look bad, but then I watched it a couple more times, and I was like, oh, it actually looks like it could be fun. But reviews overall were pretty terrible. I think I've only heard 1 or 2 people say good things about this game. But yeah, you know me, I have a morbid curiosity sometimes, and I was at GameStop last week, first time in a little while. They had a copy for about 20 bucks, which is more than I wanted to pay, but it was a lot less than what it normally sells for, which is 40. So yeah, it came out at $40, and I don't think many people really bought this, but I told myself if it went down to budget pricing, I would check it out. I would take one for the team, and we would stream it here on YouTube and see what it's all about. See if it's you know, as bad as people say, or if there is some enough here you know, that's fun to warrant a purchase. So, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. So yeah, it should be a fun stream. Before we kick things off, as usual, I'm gonna do the old, well, not as usual these days, but if we get donations and stuff on previous streams, I'd like to give people a shout out. But first, thanks to everyone that's backing on Patreon, but also thanks to everyone that is doing super chat donations. So big shout out to Phantom Photon from last week on Saturday, my Mega Man X5 stream. He actually did a donation, and thank you to Joseph, who actually joined back up as a channel member also on Saturday. And I should have highlighted Red as well, but he actually upped his channel membership donation value as well. So thanks, guys, for that, and I do appreciate it. So with that, what we're doing here is we're actually at the title screen of the game, and there's not really, you know, the title screen was kind of quiet, so I had to jump into the game real quick just to do the audio testing at the very beginning, and a couple things stood out to me like a sore thumb. First, the game apparently runs at 30 frames a second. Which for a game like this is kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. This is a modern $40 game in 2019, 30 FPS. Quite unexpectable, or unacceptable, if you ask me. Let's let the demo roll out here. I haven't actually watched this. I skipped through it. apparently this takes place after Contra 3. It's in the same timeline and whatnot, so for anyone that's fans of the old Contra games, the story is actually related. So, yeah, unexpected. So I am gonna hold back. I am gonna hold back a little bit. I'm not gonna tear into this like crazy. I do want to see if there's anything, and I do want to see if I can warm up to this to see if I enjoy it.
Maybe a little on the nose, but what else would you call a metropolis that looked like it was shot out of Lucifer's asshole? The government sent a survey team in, and they found all sorts of strange artifacts.
I'm gonna actually turn this up a little bit.
Super powerful and super valuable. And the source of all this cool stuff was this weird gate in the center of the city. Unfortunately, uncool stuff came through the gate too. Really uncool stuff. Hordes of fucked up fiends attacked and killed anything with a pulse. And that wasn't the worst thing. At least we could fight back against the fiends. But how do you fight against the city itself? Just being inside the damned city causes psychic damage, deep frying your brain extra crispy. It was incurable, if not fatal.
This intro looks like something that like would be in a $10 indie game.
Mercs, scrappers, and bounty hunters naturally immune to the
not a $40, you know, game published by a company that's been around for 40 years.
It just so happens I'm one of them, the youngest Jaeger.
It is connected, Red Zero Ranger.
And right now, I'm in the damned city to drop off cargo.
Apparently, one of the old Contra producers and directors was the director of this game as well. So he led the direction of it, although I don't know how much of a hand past that he really had in the development. We looked it up right before starting the stream. Apparently this was developed by a company called Toy Logic, or at least they worked with Konami on it. Let me turn that back down. Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you guys could hear me on that, because I had the volume up. But yeah, apparently it was at least co-developed by Toy Logic. I don't know how much they did. Oh yeah, so it basically throws you right into a training mode. This is where I dropped into to do the audio testing in the beginning. This is Probe the Chop Shop. But yeah, it's a twin stick shooter as opposed to, you know, side-scrolling run and gun or something like that. Yeah, apparently this was directed by one of the main guys from Contra 3, Contra Hard Corps, Contra Shattered Soldier, probably Neo Contra? I don't know 100%, but I don't know how much of a hand he actually really had in this in terms of actual development. But yeah, apparently a company called Toy Logic worked with Konami on this one, so... But yeah, this is the tutorial section. So we hold the R trigger to fire. But yeah, you'll notice that the frame rate is, it looks like it's 30 FPS, which is kind of jarring for a, you know, a game that looks like this in 2019. So we are playing on Xbox One. I would hope that if you're playing on PC, it runs a lot better. But this is available on Switch. It's also available on PS4. So we press A to jump or left button to jump. And we can't even access our menu system yet. I assume there's a menu system for options and whatnot. We can't even do that. You hit start at the title screen. It throws you right into the story and the tutorial. So yeah, first impressions aren't great for sure. I hate forced tutorials like this for one. I especially hate I hate exposition like this. Frag all the fiends, Bringo. Like, yeah, it looks like we got hit points. I think the rogue in its name might actually have a purpose or be there for a reason. And you know what this actually kind of reminds me of a little bit is the old Alien Syndrome remake back in the Wii and PSP days, where they took this top-down arcade-style action game that was an arcade game originally and turned it into sort of a roguelike More like a Diablo clone with guns, and that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here just a little bit with this. With it looks like we just got a critical hit. I saw a little number pop up in yellow, so... But, and what I noticed is that when you fire in this, your character basically, you know, his momentum is cut in half. Which is, kind of annoying. So yeah, this is, for anybody wondering, this is a blind stream. I have never played this game before. I actually installed it on my Xbox One right before starting the stream. And I didn't really read any reviews or anything like that. I watched the 2 trailers for the game. Yeah, I watched the 2 trailers for the game, and that was pretty much it. And it looks like we got a Contra remix theme. Yeah, great. Could you stop, stopping me? That would be fantastic, actually. If they do this for the whole game, I'm going to be really pissed off, to be honest with you. Because that's also inexcusable for a game like this, is to be constantly stopping you. I didn't really research too deep into this game, but on Wikipedia, there's a little blurb that says, the director wanted to, keep the feel of Contra while making it appeal to newer audiences. And if appealing to newer audiences is just constantly having chatter, then that's not a good way to... I don't know, it's just annoying as hell.
How about this drum barrel?
How about not pointing everything out for me and letting me figure stuff out on my own? That's a concept, right? By the way, I haven't had caffeine yet, so if I'm a little salty, that's probably why. I should go get some, actually, in a little bit. So, hey, John Evan Bear, welcome back. Society and Jules. Venom, Mac X, Tony Hayden, Phantom Photon. Oh yeah, so if you use your guns for too long, there's cooldown. Like your weapons overheat, then you have to let them cool down, is what I meant to say. I need to turn this off in my headphones. I can barely hear the game.
Who's this glowing gold shithead?
Oh geez, you've got glory kills. Oh man, I was not expecting that. And my controller's rumbling, and I can't turn it off because it won't let me go to a freaking options menu. And there was no options menu in the very beginning of the game. Okay, so it looks like after you defeat groups of enemies, you might get some health back. Health seems like it's in the health is at bottom left. Okay, this is like a throwback to the old behind the backstages in Contra 1. Not just Contra 1, but I think C the Contra adventure has some has some parts like that. And then Contra 4 has some. Yeah, Red Star is actually a pretty cool game. Yeah, I need to go back and finish that and stream that sometime. But yeah, so DJ Rudin out there. Game Eagle. Hey, Pin Mike. Hard Corps Uprising needs a remaster. Not really. You can just play it on Xbox One, backwards compatible. Still looks great. Hard Corps Remaster just needs a port to modern systems. Or to PS4 and Switch. It doesn't need a remaster. I don't know. This is the very beginning. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm not a fan of tutorial stages like this. This is like PS1 era tutorial level. I don't want to deal with it. Like, just let me skip through it. Let me figure all this stuff out on my own. But they don't even give you the option. That's right, you can switch guns. And I really hate how, like, you slow down. When you're shooting, you slow down. Very annoying. And this music is not fitting for this this section right here. Your character's like, "Eat shit, you motherfucker," and it's got this like epic Contra music on top. Doesn't work. Pardon my French, but they've already dropped the F-bomb multiple times in this game, so I think I'm okay. I like the classic music, Nate. I don't like where they put it, though. It's not a good spot for that classic music. It doesn't work at all. I have not played Hotline Miami, no.
How about this heavy-duty shredder here?
How about me point out everything you should do in the game instead of you figuring it out for yourself? Yeah. Hope you didn't pay $40 for this. I actually don't even know what they just said. I was too busy ranting about it. Geez, that did a third of my health. More than a third of my health. Okay, that is actually pretty funny. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to get in the run in here. Durr. Or something. There we go.
Okay, that's done. Chop Chop's up ahead, right?
Yes, and Kaiser, don't forget.
Our priority is to save the hostage, so try not to kill him like our last mission. Yeah, 10-4 and all that.
God, man, the Contra series has sunk so low. I never thought we'd go back to Legacy of War levels of crap, but this is not leaving me with a good first impression.
This is Kaiser.
Daemon X Machina got released on Steam. Oh, interesting. I thought that was going to be Switch only.
He leads us. See that drill he's got instead of a hand?
Hey, Major Havoc. Long time no see.
You're late, Kaiser.
And Joseph, welcome back. Akella.
Your input was not requested, but here's mine. This is Miss Hart.
And DJ Rune. I think I already said hi to DJ. If not, hi DJ.
Together during the Alien War.
Let's see.
That sword plunged into his mouth is the
Yeah,
only
Red,
asshole
Venom
who
Lace,
survived.
Red Zero Ranger,
But what she
Tony,
does
Deadly
Kaiser
Gaming.
goes through the roof.
Hey, Ebenezer, and Phoenix. And I don't know if Office is still out there, but he was there earlier, and Snazzy Crowd.
Experimental program during the Alien Wars, but he somehow
Woo.
stayed the sweetest bug you'll ever meet. He'll blow your brains halfway across the room, but in the politest way possible. Hungry Beast! I love him so much. HB is actually a cyborg with a human brain. A scientist's brain. But he still
Yeah, I think they crammed some of this stuff into the trailers, too. I remember her talking about this stuff.
Isn't that awesome?
It would be awesome if you just stop talking.
But you can call me Arrow Captain when we're working. My parents died in an alien invasion, but left
You should
me
probably
on
take
the
that
front.
band-aid off. I'm sure your cut has healed by now.
And this here ship's my baby.
Unless band-aids are a style thing in this era, I don't know.
Heads up!
Allow me to translate. My dear friend is asking if you are the scion of the owner of this delightful chop shop. Comrades, we have procured our target.
Well done, Rogues. Our first score in weeks.
Yeah, Pin Mike. I mean, just like the cutscenes here. I mean, this is exactly what I would expect in a low budget indie game.
That's fucked up.
Not something from a big company like Konami.
Well, guys, where's the hostage?
That's charging $40 for the game. Konami was probably looking at this and they were like, man, should we charge 60 for it? 60 bucks, 60? No, we'll do 40. Even though in their minds, like, they know that it should be, like 15. Base camp. Oh no. Take on missions here. Combat other players here. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Wow, so you can't close this out until you scroll all the way down. I mean, I know these are really nitpicky things, but holy crap, they're really trying to get me to not care about this game at all. Okay, customize. Okay. Sure. Alright. Kaiser. Okay. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, and you can upgrade your weapons. That's what I figured. Oh. No, why did you guys do this to Contra? I just want to shoot stuff. I don't want to RPG. I just want to shoot stuff. Like, come on, man. I just want to shoot stuff. Yeah, so this is actually turning into something that I was not expecting. I was expecting just a simple run and gun. Because that's what all the freaking gameplay videos showed. That's what the trailer showed. I thought it was just going to be like traditional Contra, top down, okay, whatever. It's, you know, it's got some issues. But I don't want to upgrade stuff. I'm just not in the mood. I want to shoot stuff. Hey, Big Zacko, what's going on, man? It's all about spreadsheets. Surgery room, transplantation, blah, blah, blah. I'm guessing I can't really do anything now because I have got no money or anything. This is where you can pick your characters again. Yeah, and they all level up. Fire gun, laser gun, machine gun, drill gun, chainsaw, really? Laser gun, homing gun, machine gun. I'm already falling asleep here. We got some dude. Oh yeah, this is the online part. Some dude. Oh my god, let me out. I don't even have Xbox Live. Some dude jiggling back and forth on whatever the hell that is. Oh, options. Yeah, it seems like it's very heavily focused on the multiplayer aspect. Sensitivity. I don't know. Let me turn... I don't know. I should probably just leave all this stuff on. Vibration off. They should have let you do all this stuff before you jump into the game. Okay. I mean, I could turn enemy HP off to make it more Contra-like if I wanted to. Audio. Enable voice chat. Sure. Voice. Yay. Unless you guys want to hear the voice. If you guys want to hear the voice, I can turn it back up. Alright. Continue. I guess these are where my missions are. Oh, jeez. Story mode is the main mode in which you are tasked to complete missions. Oh, great. You can play solo offline or play with other players online in the story mode. Access the story mode via VTOL. Okay. Well, I don't have much of a choice. Code Vein, which was the much better buy. Game Eagle. It's the much better buy. Everyone you watch was just stuck in RPG menus. I actually kind of wish I watched people stream it now, because had I done that, I wouldn't have bought the game. I bought the game because I was like, oh, it's gotten bad reviews, maybe, you know. Everyone I had seen talk about the game just talked about it being a simple run and gun, like it's an old Xbox Live Arcade game. I was not expecting role-playing game elements and stuff like that. See those shiny things? They contain valuable... Wow, you can't skip through this? God, this is so stupid, man. I'm gonna have to turn our audio back up because it's just really awkward when you can't, when you can't even skip through it. That's so annoying, man. I know some gamers out there are gonna be like, this guy's petty. He's just complaining about every little thing. But I'm just like, I don't want to sit through stuff like this for a Contra game. It's a Contra game. Go look up what Contra is if you don't know what Contra is. If this is the only Contra game you've played, you need to shut your mouth right now. It's as simple as that. I mean, honestly, gameplay-wise itself, it might not be that bad once I get into a groove. It's just, I hate all these little, like, micro issues that slow things down in a game like this. It's just not welcome at all. Not welcome at all. You know what this does actually kind of remind me of just a little bit is Expendable on PC, PS1, and Dreamcast. Movement speed is actually very much like Expendable, oddly enough. Really hate this overheat mechanic too. I mean, I'm still trying to get out of like traditional Contra mode. That's part of my problem here. Is that obviously it's got, you know, roguelike elements, hence the name Rogue Corps. Yeah. Oh man, cool. A line of turrets shooting at a wall for no apparent reason. Nope, can't jump over. Bomb +1. Yeah, so Y uses your bomb. So I guess these are kind of like unique enemies, I guess. Oops, I used my bomb again. Oh, I mean, it's not a just a console thing, Ebenezer. I mean, I'm sure this is exactly the same in the PC version. This is on PC as well. But no, it's just a modern game design thing. It's really, really aggravating. It's one of the things that pisses me off the most about modern gaming. And, you know, modern gaming isn't, you know, the only era of gaming guilty of that. But it's gotten much, much worse in the modern, you know, the last 10 or 15 years. 360 era and on, basically. And honestly, like, one thing that I really hate about it is it robs the player of the satisfaction of figuring things out for themselves. You know, it robs the player of the aha moments when they realize, oh, I can do this. This is really awesome. And then all sorts of new strategies come flooding over them. And it's great. Guess I should probably use this dash function more often. Okay. These enemies move way too fast for a, you know, basically a first mission. Game doesn't know if it wants to be Diablo, Contra, or Smash TV. Okay, seriously, dude. This is really annoying. I really don't like how your dash, like, stops you. Next Machina did dashing way better than this. Speaking of which, guys, Next Machina, amazing game. You guys should play it. Oh, no cannon spike. Is it 30 FPS even on PC? Oh yeah, that's true, Zacho. Yeah, exactly. Can't view it later on in the game. Although, this has a guide function. So it looks like this actually does have everything there for you. But there are some games that do that to where, like, they force you through a training section in the beginning, but then they don't let you revisit that. There are some games that absolutely need tutorials. Like, I was playing Odin Sphere on PS2 a couple months ago. There's no way in hell I would have figured out half that crap without the in-game tutorials. And actually, some of the stuff I still had to refer to the instruction manual that came with the game. But a game like, you know, Contra, like, come on. Ah, this cooldown is killing me. I'm not a fan of his homing missile attack either. It just doesn't seem very... I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I was gonna say it doesn't seem like it's very powerful, but it is killing those guys pretty quickly. And I think if I'm too close to an explosion, I take splash damage. Like, let's test this out. You gotta be kidding me. Yep. It did almost half my health. So I guess you can kind of use cars as, like, bombs. Yeah, so far, the cooldown aspect is definitely my least favorite aspect of the combat. That and the slow dashing. But I'm guessing you might, you know, you're probably gonna get upgraded later on with your abilities, so... I probably shouldn't critique it too much, but again, I'm coming from the mindset that, you know, Contra, it's supposed to be really fast-paced. But it looks like if I dash, it kind of resets the cooldown for me. He goes, hey, that fucker. I'm so edgy. I'm so edgy. Remember in See the Contra adventure when they added in one-liners, like it was Duke Nukem or something? Enemy ass has been kicked. Good job. I'm on my way. No, Game Eagle, it didn't, actually. The dam in hell from Hard Corps was fine enough. I don't even think they really cursed much in Neo Contra, come to think of it. I mean, I will say that boss was actually kind of fun. I actually had to dodge a little bit. Although I'm not really a fan of like all like the tiny little enemies that gang up on me, because my firepower is just not there right now to deal with them, and it feels fairly unbalanced for like a first stage or a first mission. British cursing. I'd actually probably be okay with that. Oh, you're used to that from Red Star. She figured this game would resemble more than Contra. Interesting. Yeah, when I saw the trailers, I thought that it was just gonna be kind of like, oh man, kind of like Expendable, you know, where I don't know, maybe you had limited ammo here and there or something like that, but like cooldown and stuff like that, I was not expecting that at all. Wow, okay, so that mission only gave me 500 bucks. So I still can't buy anything. Well, I guess I can technically buy some of these. For laser gun only, for fire gun only. Slight increase of critical hit rate for main weapon only. For Gauss gun only. For shotgun only. Jeez, man. Sure. Oh, I can't even buy it. It uses, oh, no, I can't buy it. I have to hit check and then hit X. Okay, that's awkward. I guess we can try a different character, maybe? Of course, everyone probably wants to see the panda. Wait, so this is customized purchase weapons. All right. Yeah, I can't buy anything else. Nothing. Hey, Arioka, welcome back. I don't understand what the cost is. I have no idea. Sure, whatever. Ugh. I only got like 3 hours of sleep today, by the way, so like my brain is not in play a roguelike mode right now. I need something stupid and simple. I went to bed really late, and then I had consumed a lot of caffeine within like the last 6 hours of sleeping, so like my heart started pumping really fast when I was sleeping, which woke me up and freaked me out. And I went back to sleep, and then I did it again, and I woke back up. So I wasn't even 3 hours of sleep. It was very inconsistent 3 hours of sleep.
This area is new. Better check it out.
Panda Man, Panda Man. Overheating already, great. Wait, that's the drill? Oh, interesting, okay. God, you're so damn slow when you shoot, man. I hate it. Did they do that just so, like, you can upgrade it in the future? Or so that's really goddamn stupid? Yeah, by the way, there are no camera controls or anything either. Since it's a dual analog stick setup, you know, you can't switch the camera. Ay, ay, ay. Panda Man's really slow. Yeah, I'm also finding it kind of difficult to actually see what's going on because everything is just so... I don't want to say gray and brown, but all the colors are so muted in this. I'm like... I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay. Hey, Andy Author. Oh man, I'm really not feeling this, I gotta say. I'm not feeling it. It's feeling like the kind of game where like I'm gonna come back later on when I'm much more awake and I actually care. You know, funny enough, I was actually really looking forward to playing this, but I'm not feeling it anymore. Nope. No, sir. So my biggest issue, now that I've had, you know, 20 minutes with it at least, is the speed is way too slow for me right now. Like, the running and gunning just does not feel good. Because I'm slowed down to, like, a crawl. And I feel overwhelmed, and not in a good way. Not in, like, I feel like I'm capable of handling this situation. Like, it's just... Look at this constant dashing I'm doing just to stay relatively safe. It's not very... I don't have a problem with, you know, games that really want you to dash. Again, Nex Machina is like a great example. You're constantly dashing in that game, but it feels good to dash in that game. It doesn't feel good to dash in this game. And then the second you... It's not even like the second you start firing. The second you aim, you slow down. So here's my movement. I'm holding the analog, the right analog in the other direction now. It's like you don't even have to fire to slow down. It's just very, very poor design. And I bet you get power-ups later on that let you move faster or something like that. I mean, it's got role-playing game elements. A mechanic like that has to be there. And I think the big problem with this is that, like, instead of crafting a really tightly knit run-and-gun game, which isn't very common these days, they tried going with this, like, you know, more marketable approach in the current day, where it's, ooh, role-playing game elements, upgrade your stuff, roguelike, woo! Like, it's not a good mixture, to be honest with you. At least not for something with the Contra name on it. Like, I don't know, I could see something like this maybe being enjoyable if it wasn't attached to Contra in any way. And wasn't trying to be super edgy about it either. But, I mean, it would still have those core gameplay problems, though. Like, the dashing. And the slow combat. I don't know, man. I'm just... This is not what I was expecting, actually, to be honest with you. I was expecting just a simple run and gun, and it's not quite that. It's missing loot boxes. I should probably look up how to do my specials again. Apparently there's some kind of alternate charge attack you can do with your guns. Which is actually very useful, and I'm not really quite sure how to do that. Let's see. Special weapons are powerful weapons that can be obtained and used during missions. Unlike your main sub-weapons, these do not overheat, but instead require ammo. Okay, so maybe that's what was happening. I was getting ammo for them. Alright. Hey, Adam, what's going on? Yeah. No, exactly. That's a great way of saying it. You have to unlock... you have to unlock the part where you make the game action-packed. Or in this case, fun. Because there is a lot of action right now, but... I don't. It's not satisfying action because of my character limitations. Like, combat should be fun regardless of what your character build is like in any game you play, to be honest with you. And it should just get more fun as you upgrade, but it should start off really fun. And this game is not starting off really fun at all. And like look at this right here. All these like guys that are much faster than me. I have to use my bomb. I don't want to use my bomb, but I guess I have to. Probably Game Eagle, because like, I don't know, that stuff doesn't sell anymore. Can't say I'm a huge fan of this drill. It's way too slow. Should start using the finishing moves more often too. It's like Doom 2016! Except it's not anywhere near as fun! By the way, guys, Doom Eternal is, 37 days away. I mean, I guess they do want you to use your bombs quite frequently because I've gotten several of them so far. The whole game should have been shooting gallery mode. Would have been like G.I. Joe, the arcade game.
Your target's nearby. Be careful.
Alright, so we're an hour into the stream. I'm trying to figure out how much longer I have to go to make it a suitable stream. Like, how much longer do I have to play this game? Can I end the stream early tonight? Maybe switch to a different game? I don't know. Yeah, we'll finish it up with a double whammy. We will, I'll hook up my PS1, we'll play Contra Legacy of War. I mean, I do really feel like the game wants you to dash a lot because it significantly reduces your cooldown. Hard Corps Uprising. Yeah, no, it holds up pretty well. I played it not too long ago. That's one I actually need to go and finish.
The enemy's armored up. Look for a weak point.
Oh, really? Uprising's that long? I didn't know. It is like Doom. You get health back, you get ammo back. You gotta be kidding me, man. Good job, guys. You know, that whole glory kill mechanic, all it makes me want to do is play Doom 2016. Totally different kind of game, I know, right? But still. This boss is tedious. You gotta get behind him. Yeah, you're right. I do have to use the right button attack for sure. Mini pandas. That is a very good point, Zacho. Contra Doom Corps. Alright, see ya, Jules. After this, Saturn Doom. Don't expect me to play Saturn Doom on this channel again anytime soon. I think we went through the whole thing like a year and a half ago. Well, I'm sure as hell glad I didn't pay $40 for this. Although I would have preferred to have paid 10 as opposed to 20. Well, to be fair, Andy, the Contra franchise hasn't exactly had the smoothest history out there. We'll go with the Gentleman. I don't know why he's called that, but alright. So, I mean, I have a lot of things I can use. Sure. Oh, I see. So you have a storage cost. So we are at 32 out of 40. Or 32 out of 34, sorry. And so I can't really... Yeah. See, this will put me at 44. 36. Okay, I see. Sure. 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 Okay. Well, at least this guy moves a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, Phantom, you didn't know this was $40? Definitely the kind of game that shouldn't have been more than 20 when it came out. But... Agreed, Major Havoc, yeah. Yeah, Zako, the level design I am not impressed with so far, for sure. I mean, both levels we've played have been very dark, for one. You're basically just funneled into a room, and then enemies just spawn on all sides, and then a door is unlocked, then you go to the next room, you do more of the same. Like, notice how it's still dark here.
We got enemies at the old army camp. Go check it out. You don't want to get crushed.
Okay. Oh, I'm still alive. I lost a life, that's why. Why do you have to do that? Did you see, like, that dude slammed into the front of the screen? I couldn't see what I was doing. But it's so cool, man! Gameplay functionality be damned. I really don't like these guys either. They take forever to take down. I mean, I guess I should be using the R1 again, right? Which I just did. Don't even know what it did. You would think with the laser penetrating through the shield that I would still do damage to that guy, but apparently not. Dude, his weapons take a long time to cool down. His R1 is, his R1 is really weak. I'm not going to, Ebenezer. What do we do? We played about an hour of the game and that's it. That's about as much as I can stomach right now. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. By the way, I'm terrible at this game, but this will probably be a little more interesting to watch. We are playing some real Contra. Wow, actual animation in a game that only costs about $10 as opposed to $40. Yeah, while I'm at it, might as well load up the Contra Anniversary Collection and then Contra 1 and 2 arcade games.
Uprising.
Should actually probably change this to defaults. I think I might have used my arcade stick last time I played. No?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, when is Legacy of War remastered? When's the second Contra Anniversary Collection coming out with Legacy of War and C, the Contra Adventure? I actually really want to get another copy of C, the Contra Adventure. I know it's not a good Contra game, but I actually do have a soft spot for it.
Start.
Beginning operation.
Super machine gun.
Oops. Restart. That was terrible. Yeah, this is a game I've owned for a long time, but I've barely played it before.
Mission accomplished.
I did not. No. Did they cost? I assume they cost extra.
Mission. Start.
Beginning operation.
Oh, that's right. You can double jump in this. Okay. Oops, ran right into that. Okay, so it looks like actually per life you have 3 hits. Oh, some things are one-hit KO, and if you're dashing, you take more damage. Okay, did not know that. I love this Guilty Gear X style music. I'm guessing the same guys did the soundtrack. I mean, this is Arc System Works, so... Shit, I wanted that. Is that like a melee attack? I have no idea. Yeah, right? No tutorials. Oh, okay, so it was the same guy. Yeah, I had a feeling. I mean, the music sounds identical to, you know, Guilty Gear X. X, XX, all that stuff. Haven't played the new Guilty Gears, though. Oh, come on. I was trying to hang on to that. And again. So, Zacho, it seems like you're pretty familiar with this game. How long... I'm sorry. You already told me how long it is, but how difficult would you say it is? So lengthwise, you compare it to the Gradius 5. Like, difficulty-wise, what would you compare it to? Would you also compare it to Gradius 5? Because that game's pretty damn hard. Obviously, different style of game, but... this is arcade. Baby rising mode. Controls are a little awkward. It's taken me a little while to get used to them. Oh, I was not paying attention to that. That was cheap game. Yeah, it is fun. For anyone that's curious about this, you can still get it on whatever platforms it was released on. So I think PS3 and 360. But also you can play it on Xbox One. You can still buy it through the Xbox One store. So if you want a good Contra game that's not supporting that Rogue Corps nonsense, you can buy this for a fraction of the cost. Unfortunately, I don't think this is on PS4. Oh, man. Kazuya goes, I see you're no longer playing Rogue Corps. Yeah, it didn't last very long. Damn. Oh, I gotta fight this dude again. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Zaka. I've been mashing for a better fire rate. Well, that's not the easiest thing on the Xbox One controller. right. Really? She's got a Strider sword? Hell yeah. Hey, Crestline. Keep forgetting the double jump. Yeah, not a fan of the pea shooter, I gotta say. They should have just stuck with like the Contra 3 and Hard Corps route where you got a fast shooting machine gun.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be Contra Rogue Corps. That would actually be a great idea, Game Eagle. If I was Konami, I would do that. Oh, you do have 2 weapon slots. Okay, I was like, how do you switch? You have to press Y to switch. Yeah, exactly, Zako. In old Contra, you can shoot as fast as you can mash, but in this, Oh, come on. That was an instant kill. Holy crap, dude. Oops, I keep dashing by accident. Oh, you know what I should do is just be using double tapping. That's cool. You can even dash on the ground a little bit. I like that. Really. Ripple laser. Sort of. Wow, so you can basically get poisoned. Yeah. Missed the power up.
What the hell?
I thought I could just go down. Oh.
Let's rock.
Dude, man. These tiny enemies are annoying. Oh, you can still air dash even after you double jump. That's good to know. Alright, now we're playing Pitfall. am sucking tonight. This is actually the farthest I've ever been into this game. What? How are you supposed to avoid that? Can you dodge through bullets in this? Or like air dash through bullets? Ah! Hey JPZ, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, more Castlevania stuff to come eventually. We did Area of Sorrow last week. Oh, for that pattern to go all the way to, yeah, I should have recognized that. I'm so freaking tired right now, man. I can't even learn new games right now. I'm just so burnt out. I just can't do it. Like I said, I got like a inconsistent 3 hours of sleep. Ugh. Oh, I'm thinking about just ending the stream in a few minutes, to be honest. I'm so burnt out. I'll play Contra Arcade. Because that'll only take a few minutes to go through. Ugh. Yeah, it's not a game you play on 3 hours of sleep. Definitely, man. Ugh. You know what I found? One thing I struggle with as well, and I don't know if this is the same for you guys, but old school games that are widescreen, I have a harder time like recognizing all the patterns and stuff because I have to actually move my head to see like the other side of the screen. If I'm playing a game in 4x3 that's, you know, on like Super Nintendo Genesis or Saturn or something like that, I adapt much faster because like my eyes are just completely perfectly like centered with the whole screen. I don't have to move my head or anything. So like if we were playing on like a Genesis game or something and that same pattern occurred, I would have known to just run to the right. But because the screen is so wide and was so zoomed out, it didn't even occur to me. So yeah, this is Contra. This was the old emulated port. Well, not really port, but not every stream needs to be 10 hours. This is true. To think, what do you mean I'm not connected to Xbox Live? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's turn this up a little bit. This game's always really quiet. Oh, I'm not going back to sleep, Mario. I got a work schedule I have to adhere to. I mean, you know that. Go back to sleep now means I screw up my sleep schedule completely, and then I'm awake for 10 hours before I go in and do my 12-hour shift on Sunday. I think I have this set to hard mode, actually. I do. I think I do. Let me check. What? Yeah, I did have it on the hardest. Okay. We're gonna leave it on the hardest because I don't know if I've really ever beaten it on the hardest mode. Actually, I'd rather have fire, to be honest with you. Easier to hit enemies. Oh, man. Panda was in the wrong game. Laser is a really hard weapon to use, but it is pretty powerful. What kind of sick god only gives a man 30 lives? Robot chicken, man. I need to watch that episode again. I would play it right now on stream if I wasn't gonna get a copyright claim for it. It'd be great. For anyone that hasn't seen it, check out the Robot Chicken Contra skit. It's awesome. Oh, you've got to look it up. It's hilarious. All their stuff based on video games back then was funny as hell. But that Contra one was really good. Oh man, they shoot way more bullets now. Yeah, so we are playing on the hardest difficulty, which I've never really messed with too much before. Cool, Mario. I vote for making Andy's puns better. Also, never mind. Never mind. The less I think about Contra at this point in time, the better, I think. And I'm okay with it. I personally would have been perfectly okay with no new Contra. I'm not one of those people that's always craving a brand new game in a series that's been around for 30 plus years. Because there are plenty of other games in that series to go around. You don't really need a new Contra game. It's okay to just let things die. I mean, everything's gonna die eventually anyway, right? Might as well let your favorite game franchises go first. Especially the ones that are oversaturated, like Contra and Castlevania. As long as we'll be alive, we can still enjoy the dozens of other games available. And then we never have to be disappointed again by games like Contra Rogue Corps. That's a lot of projectiles, and I'm too tired to deal with them. I also really hate using the Xbox One controller for games like these. Mashing is always so awkward on this controller. At least it's not Contra Rogue Corps. Hey, Boston Murph. Yeah, I should just time code this stream later. Specifically time code to oh man. We don't. They can still. They're free to make new games, Kazuya. Just don't make new Contra games. You know. You just don't need to do it. It's not a necessity. Just come up with something new. Hell, Rogue Corps might have been better received had it not been named Contra. And had it not had anything to do with Contra. Like, that's part of its problem right there, is they shoehorned the Contra name onto it. The gameplay, while I could see myself enjoying it later on as I get upgraded and stuff like that, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how the levels get later on in the game. But in the beginning, it's just, it's not a Contra game. It shouldn't have had the Contra name on it. And if it costs less, too. $40 is way too expensive. I don't know, maybe it's more fun with friends, but... man, I don't know. Contra Rogue Corps Pro Review. Yeah, 30 FPS isn't good either. For one, you need, you know, like faster-paced action games like that to be buttery smooth. But two, it came out in 2019. There's no excuse. It doesn't look cutting edge in the slightest. Like, why does it run so poorly? Ugh. Alright guys, I hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna cut this one short tonight. I'm just so burnt out. I'm gonna go out, try to get some food or something, maybe get some caffeine in me. And then come back and maybe stream on Twitch and just, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But they had a story! Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry I couldn't be more entertaining. Thanks for keeping me company though. Thanks for checking out the stream. I do appreciate it. I will have a new Let's Play posted this Sunday. It's going to be an NES game again. So watch out for that. Patreon backers and YouTube channel members, watch out for the next Let's Play as well. Those will be posted to you guys next Sunday, or this upcoming Sunday as well. Yeah. What kind of sick person would give you exactly 30 lives? Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys, again. But, yeah, at this point in time, I don't really recommend Contra Rogue Corps, obviously. As you guys can tell, we switched to other Contra games just an hour in. The biggest issue is that it is a roguelike. It's trying to be a roguelike. You know, roguelike action RPG. Which doesn't work with Contra. It just doesn't work. So. Your 2 minutes of glory. Yes. I did save a few people some money, that's true. This is true. So. Yeah, no, I just wish I was a little more awake for this stream too, so. If I was a little more awake, I would actually just stick with it, and I would play a little bit longer, but that was not the case, so. But, alrighty folks, I will see you later. And until the next one, take it easy.